Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I have here. I was super inspired by Kathleenlights and ColourPop's Zodiac collab. Look at this. It's so pretty. I have a full review on this collection. I'll link that down below. But I wanted to use this in conjunction with her Dream Street palette that recently came out. And also, I wanted to use this beauty. This is the Supernova Shadow in the shade Astrology. It's so beautiful. So I thought about using the blues in both of her palettes, specifically Aquarius from this palette and Water Bearer from her Dream Street collection. And I know I've done so many blue eyes lately because I was doing like a Ravenclaw theme, but this is different and I love this look so much. I also tried to use most of her collabs in some form, meaning I used her Aquarius lipstick, I used her Mr. Bing liner, I used her Moonchild lip gloss. I'm just trying to use as much Kathleen on my face as possible. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so I'm going to be using both the Zodiac and the Dream Street palettes from Kathleen's collab. I'm going to first dip into the shade of the Libra from the Zodiac palette, and I'm just taking this on a Moda Pro BMX 430 crease brush, and I'm just dusting this into crease to give it a little bit of definition before I go in with some blue shades. Then I'm dipping into the shade Aquarius from the same Zodiac palette, and I'm taking this on a Real Techniques 203 brush, and I'm focusing this really on the inner corner of my eye and blowing it out from there. I want this look to be kind of dramatic, so I am building this up quite a bit, and I'm dipping back in a few times. Starting by focusing it, and then once I have the color down, I'm just dragging it other places, and I'm going to take this about halfway into my lid. Then I'm dipping into the shade Water Bearer from the Dream Street palette, and I'm taking that on the same brush. I'm just flipping it to the other side. It's kind of like a paddled brush, and I'm making a cat eye effect with this. I'm blowing this out into the crease, and I'm connecting it with the Aquarius shade in the middle there. And again, these two shades I have to build up a bit, so don't be afraid to go back in a few times with the shadow just to intensify the color. I want a deep blue. I'm going in with this Wet n Wild concealer, and I'm taking this on a Wet n Wild brush. It doesn't have a name, but I'm just cutting my crease. And this step took me a while because I'm still learning how to do cut creases, but take your time with this. Go back in and take as much time as you need. I just think the effect of a cut crease is really, really pretty. And I find that the Wet n Wild concealer is the best to set my eyes with and also to do crease work like this with. It just sticks down perfectly and it doesn't crease that badly. And then I'm taking any random shadow, I think it's from a Tarte palette, and I'm just setting it a nude shadow. Then I'm going in with the Supernova shadow in the shade Astrology. This is beautiful, and I'm just putting this over the cut crease. I find it's best to go in with a doe foot applicator for this and just trace out as much as I can. And on the edge here, I did take just a random flat brush and try to mix it into the shadow as best as I could, but I realized quickly that wasn't going to work, so I just went over another layer with the doe foot applicator to give it a strong gold. And then I'm going back in with the Aquarius shade from the Zodiac palette, and I'm just intensifying the blue there because I feel like I lost some of it, and I'm doing the same with the Water Bearer shade from the Dream Street palette. I wanted to intensify the blue as much as I could to give it the intensity that I desired. Then I'm going in with the shade the Gemini because I couldn't get the Water Bearer shade and the Supernova shadow to stick. I use that as a transition. Then I'm just going in with the shade the Capricorn and deepening up the outer corner.
Okay, I'm just going to clean up this and do my face makeup, and I'll come back for the rest.
So hopping back into the eyes, I'm taking Kathleen's collab with ColourPop, the Mr. Bing liner, and I'm lining my eyes with this. If I did this a second time, I think I would just use a blue liner, but I was trying to do a Kathleenlights theme. Then I'm dipping into the Aquarius again, and I'm taking this on a crown brush, pencil brush, and I'm just smoking this out on my lower lash line. This shade was hard to build up on my lower lash line. It went on really nicely in my lid, but on my lower lash line it took a bit to build up. Then I'm dipping into Water Bear on the same brush, and I'm just smoking that out and connecting it to the little wing we have over there. Then I'm dipping back in with the Libra shade, and I'm just taking a random brush and just diffusing the bottom. Then I'm going into Moody from the Dream Street palette and just taking that on a flat brush and highlighting my inner corner and my brow bone with it. Now it's time for mascara. I'm using my favorite mascara ever, the Tarte Maneater mascara. It just makes my lashes look so pretty, and I wanted a dramatic lash look for this without falsies because I can't apply falsies for my life. So that is what the eyes look like. Now I'm going into the face. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer, and I'm taking that on an Eco Tools powder brush. And then I'm going into the Wet n Wild Color Icon brush, and I'm taking that on a Real Techniques 300 brushes, like from their Metals collection as well. And I love this shade. It just looks so pretty, and it gives just a nice little shimmer on the cheeks. Then I'm going in with the On the Cusp Super Shock Cheek from her collection, and I'm adding that to my face, and I think this is just so pretty. In my review I was a little cautious. I thought it was gonna be too dark for me, but actually it's like the perfect shade, and it's the perfect intensity that I want. It's like a mix between Flexitarian and Lunch Money. Then I'm taking the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Aquarius, again a Kathleenlights collab, and I'm just lining and filling in my lips with this. I'm taking the Moonchild gloss from her Dream Street collab, and I'm just putting that over top the Aquarius lip liner. And that's the finished look.
Okay guys, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in my next video.